Now, college football game night on News Watch 12, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Welcome to week 2 of college football game night. Thanks for spending your Saturday night with us. I'm Peyton Manning.
And I'm Madison Marie. As always, we have another busy night ahead with lots of highlights, but unfortunately, no SOU highlights.
The Raiders were on a bye this week. However, we are now only 1 week away from their home opener. That means 1 week from today, there will be football at Raider Stadium. Can you tell I'm excited?
That'll be a great day out in Ashland. But before we get there, let's walk through this bye week for the Raiders. This week was a reset for SOU, looking at game film and seeing what they did good in the game and what they can improve on.
You know, I told the guys today after, taking the loss last Saturday that I think that's the best thing that could have happened to us. We learned so much from that game, and our guys have come out and worked hard and have learned from their mistakes. And I think looking back on it, we're not 30-point dogs to College of Idaho. And we're going to get a chance to show them at the end of the year. But right now we got, this was a good week, albeit early for a bye week to focus on us, right, and kind of fix the things from last week.
So now let's jump into what the Raiders have been working on, starting with the offense. Game 1 against the Yotes started off great for the Raiders. The run game was unstoppable, and I don't think College of Idaho was prepared to be attacked on the ground. But SOU's few long drives didn't end in touchdowns. They ended with some field goals, courtesy of Brian Batris. However, you need to score touchdowns on the road in order to win games.
The Raiders turned to a shootout in the second half and scored their only touchdown of the game thanks to a 64-yarder to Jackson Clemmer. Coach Brown was happy with how his offense performed, but wants to see his quarterbacks throw down the field more. As the O-line, sophomore Duncan Hicks expects more from himself and his team, saying the offense will need to make adjustments throughout the whole game and not get complacent.
Offensively, we ran the ball really, really well. To control the clock like we did for the first 28 minutes of the game, was outstanding. I just think offensively, we're making huge strides. We need to be better at taking some shots down the field, right? Because as we were establishing the run, they were coming closer to the line of scrimmage, and we never could really throw it over their head. And so that's something we've worked on all week.
As an offensive line, I think we did an okay job at picking up the movement. It's hard to say we did a good job when we're taking a loss and only getting 3.6 yards per carry. But as a team, as an offense, I thought we had a great first half, really brought it to them. Just being able to continue that momentum and make adjustments as they make an adjustment as an offensive line and as an offense, I think that would be our greatest improvement heading into the next week.
As for the Raiders on defense, the first half was also looking good. The Raiders D held the Yotes to just 14 points and were only on the field for 13 plays. Coach Brown saying their mistakes were scheme-based, allowing too many explosive run plays to get by the D-line and get loose in the secondary.
Heading into the second half, the Yotes controlled the last 2 quarters, from time of possession to scoring 28 points, with 1 touchdown in the air and 3 on the ground. So the focus for the defense on bye week was cleaning up their technical mistakes. Senior cornerback Marvin Nembo saying the Raiders will need to look at the game in fragments, coming out hot and winning each quarter.
It was technical errors that were leading to assignment errors. And so technically we've got to get a lot better, especially in the back end. Way too many explosive plays, the ball's going over our head. So we had to fix that this week and really make that a focus.
I just don't believe we were consistent in the moments we needed to be. We didn't capitalize on a few drives offensively or defensively. I think the best way to do it is just segment each quarter. So if we go to the approach to just win each quarter, so if I feel like we won the first quarter, then we got to keep it going to the second quarter. We go into half, we get a little break, let guys water up, rest, get back on the field, and come out that it's a 0-0 ball game. No matter if we're up or down from that point on, we have to win the third quarter and we have to win the fourth quarter. And I don't think we had that mindset of that game.
With this week off, the Raiders were only focusing on themselves, not really worrying about their next game against the Willamette Bearcats. But now that the new week starts on Monday, all eyes are on game 2.
Well, it's a very early bye week. The Raiders now have a better understanding of how they perform as a team and under this new coaching staff. Plus, the Bearcats have already played 2 games, so the coaches will be up against their necks in game film, giving the Raiders a huge advantage heading into game week.
In week 1, the Bearcats played Laverne. They won by only 3 points with a final of 24-21.
Laverne put up 2 touchdowns in the first quarter and shut out the Bearcats. However, Willamette scored 17 unanswered points in the second quarter, ultimately leading to their win.
And today, Willamette was back on the field for Game 2. The Bearcats took their first loss of the season to the Lewis and Clark Pioneers with a final score of 38-7. So now, SOU has all the momentum coming into this game, fresh off bye week, while Willamette is coming in with the weight of the loss on their shoulders.
The last time SOU and Willamette met was back in 2011. So to say it's been a long time is kind of an underestimate. And this will be a great game for the Raiders to dominate and get themselves into the win column.
It's 1-0 each week. I mean, you can't move forward, you know what I mean? Like right now we had the bye week. Hey, I know this. We're 1-0 this bye week right now, right? So we'll take that. But, you know, we're going to go against Willamette next week, and we got it ready to go. We can't look past four of those guys. We got to make sure we're ready. We got to operate. We got to be the best offense that we need to be, and we got to keep pushing forward. Again, 1 week mentality. You know, hey, 1-0, got to just keep winning the day.
That wraps it up for Raiders on bye week, but coming up, we'll see how the Ducks played in the hot Southern heat against Texas Tech. You're watching College Football Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Appy's has been around the Pacific Northwest for generations. Yep, our parking lot used to have phone booths, and this amazing hair was considered to be in style. You know what hasn't changed in the past 59 years? Our recipes, hand-rolled dough, and toppings to the edge. That's what makes us legendary.
They're an expression of you. They reflect your sense of beauty and elegance. They're gateways into your world, providing both charm and peace of mind. Let our experts design and create the ornamental iron fence that expresses the personality of your home or business. Visit a Quality Fence showroom today or online at qualityfenceco.com.
We are your neighborhood grill. So when you think about going out, having a good time, comfortable with family and stuff, we want you to think of Applebee's. I want the customer's experience when they first come into Applebee's to be one that they will never forget, one that's going to stick with them for a lifetime. You should expect the utmost quality and presentation of your food, and also the friendly service that our servers deliver every day. So come on down to Applebee's, where you're going to be eating good in the neighborhood.
For helpful garden tips, watch In the Garden, middays on Newswatch 12. In the Garden. Seasonal gardening advice from local experts, focusing on planting techniques, food from home, and even tools to help you improve your garden experience. Anything that will make your plants healthier and tastier in the garden. Watch every Tuesday and Thursday morning at 11. Newswatch 12's In the Garden, presented by the Grange Co-op. High school football is back. Newswatch 12 and Airport Chevy want to highlight the best plays in our region with the High School Football Play of the Week contest. Just watch the top plays every Friday on Newswatch 12's Friday Night Blitz at 11:15 p.m. Then vote for your favorite at kdrv.com/contest. Voting gives you a chance to win a prize package worth more than $1,000 from Airport Chevy. Go to kdrv.com/contest for more information.
It's back, baby. You asked for it and Abby's listened.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Cheddar.
Yep. This amazing pizza is on sale for a very limited time. Hurry in or order at abbys.com. Your taste buds and family will thank you.
Welcome back to College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
The Ducks were on the road today for their first time this season.
Oregon dominated in Week 1 against Portland State to snag their first victory of the season.
The 81-7 win marked a modern-day record in Autzen Stadium for points scored.
But heading into a very hot and hostile environment to face Texas Tech was a new task for the Ducks. Let's dive into the first half. Out to Lubbock we go. Ducks versus Red Raiders. First quarter pressure coming fast to the former QB Tyler Shuck, but he gets rid of it to Miles Price in the end zone. Red Raiders go up 7-0. But no need to fear. Bo Nix is here, and he's going to use that arm. He sends this one deep to his wide open receiver on the catch and run. The one and only Troy Franklin finds his way to the end zone, and we are tied at 7.
Still in the first now, Ducks on offense again. Nix stepping back in the pocket to pass. He looks, he finds Tez Johnson on the receiving end. He stretches into the end zone, and the Ducks go up for 2 and convert. They'll lead 15-7. Second quarter now, Red Raiders on offense. Shuck gets the snap and fires it to Mason Tharp. Tharp will body his way into the end zone, but the PAT is missed. Oregon still leads 15-13.
Same score. Shuck fakes the pass, scrambles. Jamal Hill gets on him fast, pops him, forces the fumble, and Brandon Torres lays on it. There's that Oregon defense doing their thing. The Ducks will exit the first half with the lead. Score at half, 18-13.
A lead heading into the half is exactly what the Ducks needed on the road, but while it matters how you start the game,
it's more crucial how you finish the game on the road. So let's see how the Ducks did in the second half.
Let's do it. Back after half, Red Raiders get on the board quickly. Tyler Shuck steps up and keeps it for himself. He has a clear path to the end zone. Texas Tech takes the lead 20-18. Still in the third, Shuck patient in the pocket. He takes a look downfield, sends it to Bradley. Red Raiders coming out hot in the second half. They extend their lead 27-18.
We'll head to the fourth. Ducks first and goal. Nix gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Bucky Irving, fighting his way in. And the Ducks only down by 2 now. 27-25 Red Raiders. A few field goals here and there for both teams. 31-30 Ducks lead. Red Raiders on offense. Pressure on Shuck. He tries to throw it, but it gets into the hands of Jeffrey Bossa. Pick 6. Oh my gosh. The Ducks take the 38-30 lead.
Last-ditch effort for the Red Raiders. 8 seconds left in the game. Shuck goes for the Hail Mary, and it's intercepted. And the Ducks take the win. A huge road win. Final 38-30 Oregon. Ducks go 2-0 on the season.
What a game.
And next up, we're heading up to Corvallis to check in with the Oregon State Beavers and their home opener. Stick with us. You're watching College Football Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Family owned since 1982. Gold and Gems Fine Jewelry. Voted Southern Oregon's best place to buy jewelry 5 years in a row. Gold and Gems on the Plaza, downtown Ashland, where Southern Oregon gets engaged.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Whether it's residential, commercial, or industrial, chain link fencing is the all-purpose standard in providing security at an affordable price. And today's chain link offers you more variety, value, and durability. Get great ideas at qualityfenceco.com. Quality Fence in Roseburg, Central Point, and Grants Pass.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
I love that there's no surgery. I love that there is no scars.
At Admire Aesthetics, we offer Cool Sculpting, the FDA-cleared, non-invasive procedure that removes stubborn fat resistant to diet and exercise.
I have swimsuit cover-ups, and we are leaving for Cancun in less than 2 months, and all of those are in my suitcase because I'm going to walk around with my swimsuit cover-up and my thighs showing. And I'm going to rock it.
Clean, dry, fast. Crater Car Wash now has 4 locations to serve you. F Street and on the Redwood Highway, Grants Pass, Crater Lake Highway, and our newest location on Court Street, Medford. Join the Unlimited Wash Club, just $20 a month. Download the Crater Car Wash app from the App Store or Google Play and get a free premium wash just for signing up. Now with 2 Medford and 2 Grants Pass locations to serve you. Crater Car Wash. Clean, dry, fast.
Got concrete? Call CAP to transform your space to beautiful and functional.
We decided to go with CAP Concrete because it was durable. I wanted something that we could put in, not worry about. Every once in a while things do get dropped and the floor hasn't had any issues. For us, we really needed something that was gonna be quick. They came in and took a couple days and finished the whole office up. We looked at several different options, but we went with CAP Concrete Coating because they do offer a superior Pentac material.
Call CAP today for a free quote.
Welcome to The Kitchen Company, providing better tools for a better kitchen, innovative appliances, world-class cutlery, and professional cookware. From the beginner to the gourmet, you're in good company at The Kitchen Company, downtown Grants Pass.
Welcome back to College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
It's an exciting night up in Corvallis tonight as the Oregon State Beavers are hosting UC Davis in their home opener.
Not only exciting because the Beavs are back home, but because their home is newly renovated in Reser Stadium.
A beautiful new stadium that needs to be broken in with a dub. But before we check in on the game, let's see how the fans are feeling about this upcoming season.
Go Beavers! Beaver football is back in Corvallis, and so are the tailgates that come along with them. For longtime Beaver fan Kyle Nelson, it's been something he's long been waiting for.
We're really pumped, especially with everything going on. We're here to support the Beavers and, just really excited to see what happens this year. We love that Jonathan Smith is back, and he's been building the program for a while now, so we're pretty excited to see him get back to where it used to be.
Along with the thousands of fans across the state, even despite the Beavers' future now being in jeopardy thanks to the collapse of the Pac-12.
We're excited to see the Beavers win another game.
Yes, everything.
Have the stadium, and the new stadium.
The stadium full of fans.
And loud.
That's right.
We're going to be loud and proud.
Show the Pac-2 what Oregon State is all about.
So grab a taco, some smoked meats, or even a sandwich or two, because Beaver football is here to stay.
Go Beavs!
Reporting in Corvallis, Brett Taylor.
And the current score of that game is 48-0. Oregon State up with possession right now as well.
Some game leaders right now: DJU 8 for 13 with 107 yards with 2 touchdowns. Martinez 7 carries, 104 yards and 1 touchdown. And Bolden 4 receptions for 65 yards and 1 touchdown. And coming up, we're going to run through some Pac-12 highlights. We have so many games to get to. Get comfortable. We'll be right back. You're watching College Football Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Here sits the McDonald's hash brown, the side that makes every breakfast sandwich better. Let's all be more like the hash brown.
Find the perfect partner for your hash browns. Buy one breakfast sandwich, get a second one for just $1.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You take pride in doing things yourself. You use only the best materials and products, and always seek the best values and advice. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here. Surround your home and family with nothing but the best. Surround yourself with quality. Visit a Quality Fence showroom today or online at qualityfenceco.com.
Whether it's our famous Royal Riviera pears or our employees' careers, we're into growing things at Harry & David. Like you, we call the Rogue Valley home, and thriving in this community means helping those who work here thrive too. From our orchards and packing house to a candy kitchen and corporate offices, there are plenty of ways to be a part of our team. We're currently hiring for the following positions. Apply online or at the Employment Center at 2800 South Pacific Highway. Come grow with us at Harry & David.
Your yard is where life happens, but it can be muddy and tiring to maintain. Enjoy an artificial turf lawn all year long with Smart Lawn LLC. Our synthetic grass is beautiful and resilient. It's certified lead-free, and there's no need for pesticides, so it's safe for your children and pets. You can get the supplies to do it yourself or get a free estimate from us to install it for you. Also, make an appointment to see our showroom. Smart Lawn LLC. Call today for your artificial turf or putting green needs. 541-941-3538.
We are your neighborhood grill. So when you think about going out, having a good time, comfortable with family and stuff, we want you to think of Applebee's. I want the customer's experience when they first come into Applebee's to be one that they will never forget, one that's going to stick with them for a lifetime. You should expect the utmost quality and presentation of your food, and also the friendly service that our servers deliver every day. So come on down to Applebee's where you're going to be eating good in the neighborhood.
Still?
Yeah.
How many pages got left?
30.
Break time.
Good looking out.
I got you.
Buy one, get one for $1 is back. So double up or mix and match. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back to College Football Game Night. Presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Welcome back. With an Oregon win and the Beavers currently winning, let's move on to some Pac-12 games.
In week 1, the entire Pac-12 went 13-0 as a conference, including USC's win in week 0.
That marked the first time since 1932 that every Pac team won their season opener.
In their last season as the Pac-12, they got to go out with a bang. Before we start with the reigning Pac-12 champs, let's dive into the Pac standings for week 2.
Here's a look at the AP Top 25 heading into today's matchups. The Pac has USC sitting in the top 10 at number 6, same spot they were in for week 1.
The Washington Huskies are also in the top 10, coming in at number 8, 2 spots up from last week after beating Boise State.
The Utes are in the top 15 at number 12, also 2 spots up after a dominant win over Florida last week. And right below them, the Oregon Ducks at number 13.
A 2-spot jump for the Ducks after defeating Portland State 81-7, and Oregon State sitting at number 16. Again, a 2-spot jump for the Beavers after an impressive win over San Jose State.
Then Colorado over in the top 20 at number 20. To wrap up for the Pac-12 teams, Buffalo's first time in the top 25 since 2002. So that's 6 total Pac-12 teams in the top 25.
Now that we know who sits where, let's get into those highlights.
Starting with number 12, Utah in Texas today, hosting Baylor. We're starting off tied at 3. Sawyer Robertson with the quarterback keeper, and he's in for Baylor. Bears go up 10-3.
Jumping to the 3rd, Robertson steps back and drops the dime to Drake Davey. Near the sideline, he goes down in the Utah 20. The drive ends with a field goal. 2 minutes left in the game. Nate Johnson full speed ahead up the middle. Touchdown ties the game.
Back to Baylor we go. Robertson under pressure, gets the ball out before the sack. Over the middle, finds Cole Bishop, someone he was not looking for. The pick goes to Utah's good field position. 28 seconds left. Jalen Clover pushing through one man. And one man only. D-block for Baylor. Where are you at? He's just joking around at this point. Utah takes the lead 20-13.
1 second left. Baylor has the chance. Robertson throws up the Hail Mary, and it's incomplete. Utes snagged their second win. Final 20-13. Utah. Colorado faithful fired up as an old rivalry is renewed. The Buffalo set to take on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Cornhuskers QB Jeff Sims with some time scrambles, and he's going to throw a pick. That ball is intercepted by Cameron Silman Craig. What a read. Bad mistake to make against this new Colorado team because they will capitalize. Shador Sanders looking, unloads and finds Tavarish Dawson for the 30-yard touchdown. Buffs go up 10-0.
Third quarter now, Colorado leads 13-0. Sims on the keeper. He finds a lane, hits the sideline, and takes off for a 57-yard touchdown run. 13-7, Colorado. Still in the third, Sanders rolls out of the pocket. Nebraska D giving him too much time. He finds Xavier Weaver for a 12-yard touchdown pass. 20-7, Buffaloes.
Last quarter, Buffalo's trick play. Sanders fakes a pitch, then tosses it to Dawson on the reverse, a little juke, and he's in for the 8-yard touchdown. 29-7, Buffaloes. 5 minutes left in the game. Sanders looking, steps up and takes it for himself. This guy can do it all. He runs this one in from 6 yards out and does his dad's dance to celebrate. Final in Colorado, 36-14, Buffaloes.
A little prime right there. Heading out to number 8, Washington hosting Tulsa, starting in the first. 3rd and goal for the Huskies. Michael Penix Jr. got started early today. He finds Rome Ozune off the play action for the touchdown. Washington on the board first. A little later, getting kind of creative now. A little reverse action here. Jalen Polk wraps around to the right. He hits the sideline and gets 6.
Late in the second now, Washington up 14-3. Penix Jr. steps back, finds Jalen McMillan, cuts back and touchdown. Michael Penix Jr. finished with over 400 yards and 3 TDs. Final 43-10, Washington.
Number 19, Wisconsin at Washington State. The game you just saw, both teams with wins in week 1. Starting in the first, Cam Ward with an easy throw over top out to Kyle Williams. Touchdown Cougars. They score first.
Now in the second, 7-3 Wazoo. Ward quick out to Lincoln Victor. No one on him, and he's in. Flag down, but it's still a touchdown for the Cougs. Wisconsin ball now. They're on their own 11, 3rd and 5. Ron Stone Jr. with the sack. Forces the fumble. It's recovered by Jackson, and he takes it to the house.
Final 31-22, Wazoo.
Mississippi State hosting Arizona on the SEC Network. We'll start late in the first. No score. Bulldogs on offense. 3rd and 4. Will Rogers spends no time searching for an open man. Right to Griffin. He breaks a couple tackles and finds the end zone. State on top first. Following Jaden Delora's pass, it's going to be intercepted. The Bulldogs convert. Bodies his way in for the 1-yard run, and the score. State goes up 14-0.
But Arizona looks to bounce back. 23 seconds before the half, Jaden DeLora steps up in the pocket and launches this one out to McMillan for 55 yards. He goes down at the state 1. Heading into 1st and goal now for Arizona. 1 away. DeLora keeps it for himself, catches everyone off guard, and he's in. Final 31-24, State in overtime. And now Dante Moore and the Bruins in San Diego taking on the Aztecs, starting off in the first. Dante Moore with the fake handoff in, quick out of his hands. He finds Josiah Norwood open in the center field, nearly 5 yards in front of every Aztec runner. Bruins get on the board first. But the Aztecs are going to respond. Jalen Maiden drops back, looking, connects with Shaw in the red zone. He takes a few steps back, and we have a tied ball game at 7.
Starting off the second now. Moore hands it off to Carson Steele. Steele breaks loose and right into the end zone. UCLA breaks the tie, 14-7. A little later, TJ Harden's time for the takeoff. Right through the gap and all gas, no brakes, straight to the house. Bruins extend their lead.
Final 35-10, UCLA.
And coming up on college football game night, we'll dive into some of those top 25 matchups across the nation. Stick around. You're watching College Football Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is your last chance to save big on summer's top styles. Shop Labor Day Hot Buys, all just $5.98 each. And featured finds starting at only $17 per month, plus special financing options only at Ashley in Medford and Roseburg.
Quality Fence is doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor.
They reflect a style as unique as you are. They make first impressions. They provide space, add lasting beauty, and security. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here.
Quality Fence is doing it right for you.
Create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $30 on the GTA 26 handheld battery pruner. Real steel. Find yours.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
High school football is back. Newswatch 12 and Airport Chevy want to highlight the best plays in our region with the High School Football Play of the Week contest. Just watch the top plays every Friday on Newswatch 12's Friday Night Blitz at 11:15 p.m. Then vote for your favorite at kdrv.com/contest. Voting gives you a chance to win a prize package worth more than $1,000 from Airport Chevy. Go to kdrv.com/contest for more information.
Ashley's Labor Day mattress celebration is going on now. Save $1,000 on select mattresses. Plus, get 0% interest for 60 months on in-store mattress purchases. Visit your local Ashley store for better sleep and savings. Only at Ashley in Medford and Roseburg.
Welcome back to College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Welcome back to Game Night. Let's roll into some of those top 25 games across the country today.
It's still too early in the season to get a clear picture of who belongs in what spot in the AP polls, but some teams are looking to make a point.
Yeah, and some are crumbling under pressure. Let's start with the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Georgia, Ball State, Carson Beck making his second career start as a Bulldog. We're going to start in the second. No score, the punt all the way out to Muse near the 30, and in 3, 2, 1. Take off. House call. He answers it 69 yards, and the Bulldogs will get on the board first. in the second.
Those are my favorite plays. Shortly after 3rd and goal, Beck drops back, finds Marcus Rosemead in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Still in the second, Dylan Bell gets the handoff, dodges the tackle, and takes it to the sideline for the touchdown. 21 yards, Georgia extends their lead.
Bulldogs on the 1-yard line. Kendall Milton airborne, leaping over to punch one in. 31-0 Bulldogs heading into the half. Third now, Beck steps back, finds Cash Jones down the field in the corner for the end zone.
Dogs snag their second win of the season. Final 45-3, Georgia. Number 4, Ohio State hosting Youngstown State for week 2 early in the first. Ohio State's ball, Kyle McCord to his left, completes it to Marvin Harrison Jr. He takes his victory lap into the end zone. Buckeyes put 7 on the board.
Penguins on 3rd and goal. Davidson keeps it for himself and hits the left sideline. We're tied at 7 now. McCord now rolls out with a 39-yard pass, finds Marvin Harrison Jr. in the end zone. Boom, Buckeyes go up 14-7.
Still in the second, Trayvon Henderson bodies his way in, and after there's a review, it's a confirmed touchdown. 21-7 Ohio State. 3 minutes left in the first. On 4th and 1, McCord out to Emeka. He beats his man and takes it up the sidelines, walking into the end zone.
One more time for the Buckeyes. Henderson zooming through the line, his second touchdown of the day. Buckeyes remain unstoppable. Final 35-7 Ohio State.
Number 7 Penn State hosting Delaware and fighting the Blue Hens. First quarter, Penn already up by 7. Allen gets the handoff and powers it up the middle. Big body. 14-0 State.
Delaware on offense. Marcus Yarns breaks loose, open field, and he's gone. 66-yard touchdown for the Fighting Blue Hen. There he goes. Penn State knocking on the door after this. Nicole Singleton bounces out to the left, and it's a short 5 yards to the end zone. 21-7 Nittany Lions.
24 seconds remaining in the first half. Drew Alar finds Tyler Warren in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Third now, Lions in the red zone. He's going to keep it for himself, hits the left and dives in. 49-7 now.
One last chance for the Hens. Zach Marker drops back to the sideline. Pick DeLuca runs home for the Lions. Final 63-7 Penn State. And number 10 Notre Dame in the house of the Wolfpack. A little weather delay on the second quarter. Lightning strikes near the stadium, but the show must go on. Fighting Irish on offense. Audric Esmeen rips off an 80-yard run to the house. Wolfpack trailing behind him puts Notre Dame in the driver's seat to start off with. 10-0 Notre Dame.
But NC State responds. Brennan Armstrong under pressure. He escapes the pocket and slides out to the left to find Bradley Rosner, cuts the lead by 3. 45 seconds left in the first. Sam Hartman connects with Jaden Greathouse in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. 17-7 Notre Dame.
Second half now, quickly getting the ball out of his hands. Holden States, he stays standing at tippy toes to the sideline all the way into the end zone. 24-10 Notre Dame. Wolfpack knocking Armstrong. Keeps it for himself, cuts the game to a 1-score difference.
Fourth quarter, Armstrong dart goes right out of the hands of the receiver and into Xavier Watt's arms. So defense turns into offense. Sam Hartman gives a little toss over to Davis Sherwood. Another touchdown for the Fighting Irish.
One too many for the Wolfpack. Final 45-24 Notre Dame.
Number 15, Kansas State getting ready to take on the Troy Trojans. We start in the second. Will Howard with the inside handoff to Phillip Brooks. Brooks will do the rest and put the Wildcats up 14-0. A minute left in the first half. Gunnar Watson gets the snap, steps back, takes a shot to the end zone. Chris Lewis is there to make the great one-handed catch for the 21-yard touchdown. Can't believe that.
K-State on offense before the second quarter ends. Howard with pressure coming from all angles. He finds Brooks over the middle. Brooks catches and runs. Puts him up 21-9 Wildcats. Back after halftime, Howard on the keeper. He pounds it up the middle for a 2-yard touchdown. K-State extends their score 28-10.
Fourth quarter, Howard pitches it out to Trayshawn Ward. He'll just walk it in. That's just too easy. 35-13. 2 minutes left of game time. Howard again with a QB sneak up the middle. He gets pushed in and that'll be game. Kansas State will take the easy dub over Troy. Final 42-13 Wildcats. And out to Yulman Stadium, 24 Tulane hosting 20 Ole Miss. We start in the first quarter. Jackson Dart gets the snap. It's in his name. He throws a dart to Trey Harris. Harris breaks a tackle, and he's in. Ole Miss striking first, 7-0. Tulane on offense now. McKee Hughes in Wildcat formation. Hughes gets the snap and finds a lane to the end zone. We got a game here, 7-7.
Heading into the second quarter, 10-7 Tulane leads. K. Important steps back, loads it up, and hits Jackson downfield. Touchdown. Green Wave. 17-7 Tulane extending their lead. Still in the third quarter, 17-10 now. Dart with the handoff to Judkins. Judkins dives into the end zone. What a game. We're tied at 17.
Fourth quarter now, 20-17 Ole Miss leads. Pressure on Dart. He steps up and finds Michael Trigg on the 5. Trigg finds the end zone. Rebels extend their lead 27-27. 1 minute left of game time. Horton gets absolutely eaten up. The ball pops out. Jared Ivey with the scoop and score. Ole Miss runs away with this one. The final 37-20 Ole Miss. And number 2, Michigan getting ready to take on UNLV at the Big House. Let's start these highlights in the first. Blake Corum. He's going to take the handoff. He hits it up the middle for the 3-yard touchdown. Wolverines go up early, 7-0. Second quarter, when you need to score, you give it to Corum. He hits it up the middle again for his second touchdown of the game, 14-0.
Still in the second, Doug Brumfield gets lit up by Chris Judkins and Kenneth Grant for the 5th Michigan sack of the day. Just seconds left in the first half. J.J. McCarthy finds Roman Wilson over the middle for the 13-yard touchdown, 21-0 Michigan.
Third quarter, McCarthy fakes the handoff, throws a dart to Wilson coming across the middle. He tiptoes down the sideline for the 47-yard touchdown. Just like that, it's 28-0 Michigan. Still in the third, Corum unstoppable today. Why stop what's working? He scores his 3rd touchdown of the day, a 5-yard run up the middle, 35-0 Michigan. The Rebels get a touchdown on the board, but it just wasn't enough. The final at the Big House, 35-7 Wolverines.
Week 2 of college football felt more like week 6 or 7. The matchups from the SEC to the Pac-12 were there, and the teams were showing their true playbooks after either taking a dub or falling in week 1. But for my favorite play today, it's not so much a play, but rather something that should be considered a sport. I want to start off with, yes, this is another Colorado game, but this is the real Buffalo. How many people does it take to run a Buffalo? Well, 4. Hats flying, getting fans excited, a full sprint. I'm impressed, to say the least. This has to be a sport, and it looks just like a light jog for the Buffalo. What a way to start off a day on Saturday in Buffalo. Maybe need to send a hint to Bama that they need to run that elephant out.
My favorite play goes out to the boys in Texas. The Oregon Ducks went into a hostile environment and they put on a show. It was a little hectic and scary at times, but good teams finished strong. And Oregon did not make the trip to the South to not bring the win back to Eugene. So with all that being said, my favorite play goes to Jeffrey Bossa, and this play is clutch. Fourth quarter, 45 seconds left on the clock. Tyler Shuck gets the snap. Brandon Dorless gets pressure on him. Shuck throws it right into the hands of Bossa. Bossa takes it to the house for a pick 6. The winning touchdown scored by a dominant Oregon defense. The Ducks go on to win it in a nail-biter. Final 38-30 Oregon.